Thanks for watching the CARA Volleyball official training video. In this video, we will discuss our philosophy and rules for CARA Volleyball tournaments. After watching this video, if you still have questions, please contact your coordinator or the volleyball chairperson whose info is found on the CARA Volleyball section of the CPRA website. What is CARA Volleyball? CARA stands for Colorado Association of Recreational Athletics. The key word in there is recreational. It is important to remember that our league is a recreational league. It is not club, nor is it high school volleyball. While we routinely have some competitive teams in our highest divisions, the premise of the program is to teach kids to love the game and to have fun. What are the CARA divisions? We have grades 2 through 4, recreational and upper recreational, grades 5 and 6, recreational and upper recreational, grades 7 and 8, recreational and upper recreational, and occasionally we will have a high school division. The recreational divisions for all age groups is for beginners that struggle with most volleyball skills. The upper rec division is for teams that are more consistent with skills and grasp the overall concept of volleyball. Occasionally, due to size, we may combine the 7th and 8th grade upper recreational league with a high school division. Players and teams should be evaluated per the CARA Volleyball skill guidelines that are outlined in the CARA Volleyball rulebook and placed in the appropriate division. If at any time you have a team of 12 players where 6 are in the upper recreational division and 6 should be in the lower recreational division, it is recommended that you move them up to the upper recreational division within the appropriate age group. Tournament formats in CARA Volleyball may vary slightly depending on the host time and restriction, but generally all teams play the same number of games, best 2 out of 3 to 21 points and a third game to 15. Normal season tournaments end after pool play. There is no championship match. We should mention that while we don't track champions in regular season tournaments, we do track overall win-loss records and point margins. Any team that clearly outperforms others within their division will be moved up a division for the state tournament. Teams can always move up divisions, including grades, but older teams cannot play down in age groups. The state tournament formats will vary per division due to the number of teams in each division and the time slots that hosts have. A common format for larger divisions is giving each team 1 to 2 warm-up matches, followed by a randomly seeded single elimination tournament. We will give teams the opportunity for pool play, semifinals, and finals for smaller divisions whenever we can. Coaches and coordinators will receive an email with match schedules the week of their scheduled tournament. Make sure to read and respond to the host accordingly. This year, there are no longer any refunds for teams that no-show at any tournament, regular or state. Now on to some of our rules. Keeping in mind that this is rec, our goal is to teach and have fun, and our rules are created to reflect this. The number one rule for all coaches, officials, players, and spectators is to practice good sportsmanship. Any person with poor sportsmanship is subject to ejection from not only that tournament, but all future CARA volleyball functions. To encourage good sportsmanship, teams start each match by lining up and saying good luck before taking their position on the court. Similarly, teams conclude each match by lining up and saying good game. Now we'll discuss our CARA volleyball rules that may differ from other leagues that you may have participated in. Please keep in mind, this is just an overview and all rules are in the current rule book. Substitutions. Teams must rotate each side out. This means if you begin the game and serve receive and side out, you must rotate prior to service. All divisions except 7th and 8th and high school must rotate a new player into middle back on each side out. 7th and 8th graders, as well as the high schoolers, can choose middle back substitutions or player for player substitutions. If at any time there is a co-ed team with more than one boy, you must alternate boy-girl on the court. Boys and girls must receive equal playing time. Setting is encouraged at all levels. For all divisions, 2nd through 4th grade, through the 5th and 6th rec division, you will only call a player if a player contacts the ball in one body quadrant and releases it in another. 5th and 6th upper rec and 7th and 8th recreational divisions should be called for very obvious doubles and carries. Our 7th and 8th grade upper rec and high school divisions, you should call all lifts, carries, and very obvious doubles. We do need to mention that double contacts are allowed on any first ball over the net. To encourage play, we have a 5-serve rule for all divisions except for 7th and 8th upper rec and high school. No point is given to the team receiving the ball as a result of the service run rule. In CARA, we also have several service line modifications that are listed in the rulebook. The modifications should never be used for competitive advantage. Officials may ask coaches to move players back after 2 consecutive serves that cross the half-point line on the other side of the net. Please make sure to clarify at the coaches meeting prior to the tournament start of any modified service lines so that you're aware where your players can begin. All divisions are allowed a retoss on each service attempt. Remember, we're trying to help our players be successful. Identifying a good toss for serving is essential to their growth in the sport. Last but not least, let's discuss the 2-hit rule. The 2-hit rule requires a team to hit the ball 2 times before returning it to the opponent, regardless of where the ball is hit or where the player is when they hit the ball. The 2-hit rule is in effect for divisions 2 through 4 upper rec through 7th and 8th rec. The 2-hit rule is not in effect for the following situations. Number 1, the ball is successfully blocked. The player needs to be at the net when they leave the ground or contact the ball. Divisions 2nd through 4th grade rec through the 5th, 6th upper rec division do not have to leave the ground, but it is encouraged. The 7th and 8th recreation division must jump. The setting motion is okay for divisions 2 through 4 rec through the 7th and 8th rec division. Players must contact the ball above their head with 2 hands. Exception number 2, the ball is successfully attacked at the net. The player must contact the ball as close to the net as possible. We recommend within an arm's length, and the ball must be contacted above the player's head with 1 hand. Divisions 7th and 8th graders recreational division must jump. Exception number 3, if the ball is hard driven. On any serve or attack when the ball is below the height of the antenna and there is some power behind it, you may call this ball a hard driven ball. The amount of power is at the discretion of the referee. For a ball to be hard driven, it must have been contacted with 1 hand. The ball should have very little arch on it, and if it is passed by a defending team, there is a good chance that the player will not have enough control on the ball to keep it on their side. Please keep in mind that just because a ball was served or attacked overhand, it does not mean it is hard driven. Also keep in mind that the definition of hard driven differs from division to division, and the officials should adjust their opinion accordingly. Before we wrap up, we'll discuss the hand signals commonly used for CARA volleyball. Because this is a recreational league, we do not require you to be certified through USAV or any other governing agency. We try to keep all of our hand signals simple so that both parents and players understand what's happening when the ball is called dead. Our first hand signal is for serving. Make sure that you blow your whistle loudly and you will signal your hand across your body towards the net. We also occasionally will call lifts or doubles on our setters or other players. For a lift, you put your hand straight out and lift it up towards the ceiling. Double contacts are shown by holding up 2 fingers to indicate a double contact. Our 2-hit rule hand signal is holding your hands in a triangle above your head. It is not holding it down by your chest like you're praying. Hold it up high so that everyone can see what the call was. To award a point, it is now common to simply point to the side of the court receiving the game point. However, for the sake of the parents, we do allow you to hold up a single finger indicating which side the point was awarded to. In our 7th and 8th upper rec division and high school division, when we have players that are running specific rotations, it is common for us to call a back row attack on our setters. If as an official you see this happen, blow your whistle. You will hold your arm up at approximately 90 degrees and show the back row attack signal, turning your hand towards the net. Other officiating duties also require us to have a scorekeeper and line judges for our teams. When you're in practice, please teach your players, especially the younger ones, how to line judge. To indicate a ball is in, you simply point down towards the court, palm facing the floor. To indicate a ball is out, you will hold your arms up at approximately 90 degrees with your palms facing away from the court. Please stress to your players that it is okay if they don't know what happened. If they couldn't see, which often happens with our shorter players, it's okay to be honest and tell you that. Most facilities use a simple flip scoreboard for scorekeeping. We recommend for the younger divisions in elementary school that you have a parent assist the players with keeping score. Do not blow your whistle for the next serve until you are certain that the ball is on the correct side of the court and the point was awarded to the correct team. Lastly, please remember that your team's attitude often reflects your leadership. Stay positive, encourage learning, and have fun. Please review the CARA rulebook in its entirety and remember to ask any questions you have at the coaches meeting prior to each tournament. Thanks for watching this video and participating in CARA Volleyball. See you on the court.